Hey everyone, welcome back. So over the last couple days, did a little bit more model shopping, and I came across a few tractor trailer units that I really liked. So I did get this trailer here, the Peerless Roadrunner logging trailer, which with this comes with steel beam and 3 logs. Now for the trailer. And the kit is originally designed to go with the Mack RS68 truck that was supposed to go with this, but I couldn't find that truck, so I ended up getting this to go along with it, the Peterbilt 352 pacemaker cab over. Now, my original idea was to take the two and make a cab over logging truck, but I kind of ended up changing my plans because I remembered I still have the GMC General, and I thought to myself, you know what? The Peterbilt will look good as a hauler truck for a dry goods trailer, whereas the GMC General will be good for this, as the General is more designed as a heavy duty truck. So this I'm going to be saving to the side until I get around after I finish the Peterbilt. Then I'll get to the logging trailer and then do both the GMC and this logging trailer as one unit. So with that out of the way, they're just going to be building up the Peterbilt here just as the basic kit. So I've already got some stuff opened and out of the bags. So on the box, it says that it's got about 250 detailed parts. And I've done some conventional cab series trucks, but this is going to be my first cab over, which I'm really looking forward to. So here's some of the parts that are on it. Nice Detroit engine, twin drive, with true dually tires, and fifth wheel assembly. So, getting into this, the box on it is the glue is a little bit rough, how it starts to crinkle when you start touching. So, I assume this is what it's like on most of these Coca-Cola kits. They'll have the labeling on the box. Then here's the instruction sheet, which got some really nice diagram pictures on it. The thing I do like about it is with the instructions, it does show you a diagram on what pieces aren't going to be used, and it tells you what they are. So that's nice to have. But of course, it's not as nice as with the Ford that I did up a couple months ago, where they give you a full diagram of the parts that are all numbered and labeled. So you get a decent sized instruction sheet to give you everything on. And the good thing with these is that they can be folded up multiple ways so that you can get the view of the correct page you need. Then here we got the Coca-Cola decals, which on here is a very basic red and white alternating graphics, and with a big assortment of license plates and inspection stickers. So those look really nice. Probably going to use quite a few of those when I get around to doing the trailer that I'm going to be doing for this. And then got the set of 10 rubber tires. Nice that they've already been hollowed out and nice and flexible to get over the wheels. And here we can just have the glass, which is very minimal, which is just the front windshield, side windows, and auxiliary lights. So that's looking pretty good. Then we have here the frame, which unlike the conventional series trucks, the they seem quite short. So that's pretty good. Now on here, there's some light warping going on, but I'm sure after I get all the frame rails attached, it'll look much better and be quite firm. And then getting here, what looks like a bunch of the suspension parts. Got possibly the steering arms, the seats, the suspension leaf spring setup, and we got the wall and supports. Got a really nice battery box here, which I really like, as the batteries are already molded in, so don't need to do up the batteries, put them in just not to see them again. And then got a pretty nice cover on it. But of course, with that does mean that the battery cover will be hollow on the underside. But as a shelf piece, I don't think that really matters to me. Then got a bunch of what looks like potential exhaust pipes. Got the radiator. Now there is some flash on the kit, but not as much as I was originally thinking, which is really good. Then we have a cab visor. That looks really nice. Then got some more parts, like we got the seats, some more seat backings. Then probably a grab handle, for seat supports and frames. Not entirely sure on what these are, but surely going through the instructions I'll be able to figure those out. Now one thing I am realizing on here is that a lot of the parts are numbered, which does make it easier to build, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you big rig builders really do have a tough time figuring out the parts when they're not labeled. Got some really nice drum brakes with the axle hubs showing through. Then got some airbag biscuits. Look like a little squished marshmallow. Then we got transmission output shafts, as well as the 2 rear axles. Those look pretty good. Then right here we have the entire engine assembly, which looks pretty good. Some very minimal flashing, but seeing that the pieces are complete, which is really nice, as I did have a truck once that one of the engines was only half molded, and I had to work with what I had just to get everything to go together correctly. But apparently it won't have the issue on this, which is really good. Got your dual fuel tanks, and you got your 5th wheel plate and slider. Some more engine pieces like air filters, exhaust system, all that good stuff. And then of course, on this being a cab over, there's quite minimal parts. There's still a lot, but not as much as some other kits. And here we got the front axle. Got the mud flaps with nice Peterbilt logos on them. Then wheel backings, as well as the fuel tank caps, which look pretty good. Then more exhaust system and air filters. Then we got the dash, which has a pretty nice textured wood grain finish, as well as with the gauges. So that'll probably be fairly easy to clean up and modify. We got here we have the red lights representing brake lights and possible other clearance lights and markers. So these look really nice. Then loosely floating around we have what I am assuming a suspension bracket mount, where right here, these nubs would be, don't want to trim these or else you're not going to get a good fit. And then also have the fairly nice 3-spoke steering wheel. This will be nice to detail up. Do like a wood, do either a wood outline or just paint it all black with silver arms and the black center. Of course, got some nice nubs, so when it comes to paint, just hold it onto here and then just paint it as it is. And then we got one of the 2 chrome trees, which includes some mirror brackets, the mirrors itself, the nice shiny wheels, which I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them chrome or paint those up, and then the assortment of halos or the wheel backings, the big nice and shiny chrome fan, then a few other accessories, which not entirely sure on what this is, but it's, as you can see, it is very reflective. Then some more exhaust parts, more intakes. And then apparently with this is supposedly used on another big rig kit. So you do have these extra lights that are from this kit that I think will look really good on another build. Not entirely sure what it's going to be put on, but it'll be used for something. And you got the wipers, which seem rather small than what they are supposed to be. But that's pretty much that. Now the last part, got the other chrome, which includes the 5th wheel plate, the front grille, which is nice and shiny, then the front bumper with molded in fog lights, which is really interesting. And now with the bumper, that is rather shiny. Then we have diamond plating skid mats, which these look really nice. Will definitely be good to use on something else, like say if you have a bed liner on a truck, these would be nice. Or if you want to cut these down to size to make side steps or railings, these would be really good. And then got a few other stuff, like got valve covers, drive shafts, which it's interesting to see that's chromed out. Then the exhaust, which is typically chromed out. So, pretty nice assortment stuff. And then finally, get to the cab. Got a nice hefty piece of plastic. Let's get the interior tub out. Looks really nice. A little bit of residue on the top by where a window cutout would have been. But overall, looks really nice. No warps. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be a fairly easy build, relying everything goes correctly. So this is going to be fun. Then on the interior, looks very mundane. I got the engine tunnel with a little shelf and textured leather matting, or possibly vinyl, and then with some ribbed texture to represent rubberized floorboards. But yeah, so this is probably going to be very basic. The interior is going to be fairly basic, because when you'll probably only be able to see the front half, because when everything gets put back in, you're not really going to see what it looks like in the back near the sleeping quarters. But if anything, it might do a little bit of detailing here and there, but it's not going to be a lot. But it's going to be fun to get a lot of these side details in. So that's pretty much it on this kit here. So this is mainly showing what the kit contains. And then I'm going to be probably over the next couple days, going to be working on this some more. I'll be working on the kit some more, get some stuff out. And then hopefully I'm going to also be doing some do some update on my Hudson Hornet build for the group project. So got this little bit of a preview. So, got the car partially done. Just need to get everything all sorted out, get the last details in, and yeah, be ready to go. Get this one done. Hopefully get a few more done. Probably get some more done hopefully get 1 or 2 done by the end of the month. And I might have a few more kits to do by the time October rolls around. So, if anything, that'll be it for this video, and yeah, see you next time.